Fifth position, when they try, I think we have to make a certificate for them. Because that is my team. How can you not give the team of the Vice President a certificate? But I'm sure they got a certificate of participation. So that is good enough. So I want to tell you thank you. I want to tell the FA thank you, the SNFA. Because a couple of years ago, we have been getting the opportunity for going to Zurich. That's where we get a lot of crises in football. Although they may say FIFA they receive government official, but I've been telling them, say, me government official, I went to Zurich and we had a lot of interesting discussions. I remember we have been seeing Infantino. He said we have to make a commitment to support female football. But not only female football, but female role in football governance. Which means we were able to encourage and create space for women then to play key role in football governance, in sport governance. So today I'm happy where the elite Premier Female League then choose with sister for header and for let them reach to a successful conclusion. I want personally tell and thank you on behalf of His Excellency the President and the government and the people of Sierra Leone. Because they couldn't say, speakers there before me don't say, that from where they start till they're done, they don't get one challenge. They will get other challenges. Because football and money, other challenges than they, but at least the major challenges there, we can make league, they can stop, then come back to the drawing table, they don't face the challenges than they. So I want to tell and thank you, tell the entire board, what take picture with you like this now, I want to tell you all thank you for this, because this is very inspiring. Because when you invest, like when the government invests in football in this country, and you see, say, you create a lot of inspiration, you create a lot of confidence. Look, all the beautiful young girls there. A couple of years ago, the lobby the members say they go cancel on a Freetown, interact with the highest sporting authority personalities. A couple of years ago, they may play in a small community, but through the league, they're not able to organize themselves. Look, they will sit down, well dressed, and today they come and they receive award. And also say all the forum they were in at the village, they will flop. With the picture they will go on. It shows say they don't turn star, and that is the important. We don't give them inspiration. We don't give them confidence, because I know say the Mabemo Queens and they go Liberia soon, not to so, to go play an international competition. They go represent Sierra Leone, and I'm confident say they will represent it very well. Because when it comes, because the government, we can make sure say every time when we get an international competition, we put resources into that. And we will support the team, and we will support the state of Liberia, and we will make sure say all the facilities we government can provide, including consular welfare services in the Republic of Liberia, they make are available to them, so that at least at the end of the day. Today, like I said, is a very big day. So I want to tell the female elite board thank you. I want to tell Slaffer also, the FA chairman, and all the executive of the National Sport Association, thank you for this commitment. Because on 10 day, it's not only about resources. You can give people a boku money, but how do they use that money for getting the intended result is a different thing altogether. Because the kind of quality we see in this, it should clearly say there was very improved governance. And I believe say the male Premier League, they go learn from the less Wahala, they confront the female Premier League. And the lady there, I want we should aware. I want to encourage you to do better. And we say be small, one be professional level. But the girl will not give you a chance. I would say the boy will give you a chance so that at least you will concentrate and be what you want to aim for be. And be what you want to be. And today, when you want to look football, you look at all the European leagues today, the female European leagues they now become very, very competitive. And we see African ladies, the African female players, they don't begin playing at all the league they need. So they wish one day, like when we see we brother them, we salon brother them, and then league they need, we wish for you day, so that we not play at the highest level. And then we wish for. Well, the minister said we get sorted out, and we hope say the female national team, more than any other time, they're not going to struggle again. Because before, the female national team will struggle. But when you get a Premier League, wherein you get public endorsement. Because the public self, they see the good player. So it's easy for pick them, for put a team together. So they see a bright future for the female national team. So I want to tell you thank you. But equally, I just want to use the opportunity for tell this audience, say, what you see here today, that part of the vision of His Excellency. And it is part of that vision for women empowerment. You see the interesting thing, usually in the last couple of years, when we've been conceived what we mean by female empowerment, is we decided to plug it within an ecosystem. It means we did not only focus on a single sector. Because when you talk about women empowerment, sometimes people think it's just to give women the space. It's just to give them the voice. So when we talk about the 30%, everybody says 30% quota, 30% quota. The 30% quota is just a minimal aspect of female empowerment. We did it, we are doing it within the context of an ecosystem. I give you an example. You take the education sector. One of the focus in the education sector is to encourage, promote, and get girls to school, and then keep them at school. We undertook radical policies to keep girls at school, so that the retention rate for girls in junior and secondary schools, they have improved in the last couple of years. That is why we said, even if you are pregnant, you are going to school. Today, in this country, girls that desire to go and study sciences in the university, they are guaranteed 17 years of free quality education. And today, we have boys and girls parity at secondary schools in this country. It is the first time in the history of this country you have more girls applying today in Frobe College to go and study physics, maths and engineering. That is just the education sector. When you take the health sector, for example, we realize that the focus should be primary health. How do we reduce maternal and infant mortality? When we came in, the budgetary allocation to the health sector was 6%. We gradually increased that from 6 to 8 to today we are at 11.7%. What does that mean? It means in the last 4 years, we have recruited over 6,000 healthcare workers. And then we try to study all the critical components to reduce maternal death. I give you examples. When I'm traveling around this country, in 2018 I went to Pujo. I visited the maternal clinic. And then I told them, I asked a nurse, I said, why are there no pregnant women? And they said, no, during the afternoon, the pregnant women, they leave the clinic because they go in search of food. Then I realized, I came back to my office. Then I realized that nutrition is a very important component in maternal health. Because when a woman gets pregnant, the first 1,000 days, that important crucial 1,000 days, from the time the woman gets pregnant to delivery, and those formative years of the baby that we call on the 5, you realize that a well-nourished pregnant woman, the likelihood for a well-nourished pregnant woman to give birth to a healthy baby is very high. So for the first time in the history of this country, we decided that we are going to create a budget line on nutrition for maternal health. It has never happened in this country. The other component you realize was distance. That most times in these communities, pregnant women were very far away from the health centers. So when the time to deliver comes, it becomes very challenging to take them to the nearest health centers. Then we decided that we are going to distribute ambulances in every chiefdom in this country to focus essentially on taking pregnant women to the nearest health center. That is another critical component. So all of this we did to reduce maternal and infant death in this country. Baby care unit. In 2018, when I visited McKinney Hospital, I asked, they said, baby care units are only placed at regional hospitals. I came back to Freetown, spoke with UNICEF, and we decided that every district in this country should have a baby care unit. Today, the survival rate for premature born is now 89% in this country. It has never happened before. I can go on and on and on, but I just want to touch sector by sector. When you leave it, look at the results. In 2018, 2017, the statistics in terms of maternal death in this country was 1,117 per 100,000 live births. In 2020, we managed to reduce that to 717. And I still told the minister that this is still very high. Between 2020 and 2022, we reduced it to 443. Although it is still very high, but we made a 60% reduction. Today, in the last 2 years, Sierra Leone is rated #1 in sub-Saharan Africa to have made 60% reduction within 2 years of maternal death. That is only for women empowerment on the health sector. I can go on and on. You know, we are going to campaign. So I don't think I will have the opportunity to see such a beautiful crowd. So I have to start to tell you what we have done, so that you can go and vote for me again as the president. But today, I am only going to focus on women empowerment. I use female football as an entry point to talk about women empowerment. Let me go to another sector. The other sector I want to touch on is energy. You know, when we took over in 2018, energy access in this country was 16%. And only 3 towns in this country had electricity: Kono, McKinney, and Freetown. Today you have about 56 towns with what we call off-grid power solution. When I went to Tumbo and I went to Moyamba Junction, I interacted with women, and they told me that because you don't have energy, they are not able to keep their products, particularly in Tumbo, fish, marine products. Then you realize that if you are able to build off-grid solar solutions for this community griot, well, we want campaign by English, I will talk griot. When you go to Tumbo, for example, the woman they say, you will find out, say, in the evening, all the fishermen, in the evening, when they're not able to sell the raw fish, Then they go on the hills for go smoke them. Then they spend the whole night there. Just because they don't get access to energy for storing fish. So these are the communities where we give priority for extend. So even when we extend energy, essentially along 3 axes. The first one, that for encourage foreign direct investment. The second one, that for electrify health centers, and so we'll be able to keep the vaccine potencies high. The third axis, now for spread out the communities, the way we enable the woman for use that light for promote small businesses. So you see, even energy will use them for women empowerment. This I will just tell you and say, when we talk about women empowerment, everybody can just pay attention to the 30%. But you get a whole lot of things what we do when they converge for make sure say we support women empowerment. Of course, the 30% are the representation. For the first time in 2023 election, you get 30% women in a parliament. You go get 30% women in the council. Even when you put a nomination, because now online nomination, even when you do online nomination, if you don't get that 30% on the list, believe you me, the nomination they will go through. So not to tell you now, say, so that is how it is carved. This now will tell you say, when we talk about women empowerment, we look at sport, we look at health, we look at education, we look at energy. I can go on and on and on. But like I say, I know I know that compare will say, but the VP na campaign go campaign. And the campaign will, but just one campaign small no more. You understand it? For long I know what you they do. But what if they see here today? Believe you me are glad you was loyal now. And they see all the young people and they gladly for can receive their award. The way where they dance, and also the way where the FA chairman, the way where we sister them, the minister them, they don't talk about how far they don't come. Believe you me, when I don't give government confidence to spend more on female football. So today, I am to represent His Excellency the President. So I want to tell you thank you. I want to tell Asma thank you. I want to know say this government go to push sport. Even sport, if I begin to analyze why would they push up, we not go to Pomona today. Because also they push up for support what they call the informal economy. Because from when the Premier League starts, there are thousands and thousands of young people that don't get jobs in this country. So they look at also the econometrics of sport. How it support small businesses as well. So this, like I say, now all what you will do for them, we improve the socio-economic status of Sierra Leoneans. These are also part of what we call development in the. So today we there we celebrate female football, and I believe say Usiloba Hall Naya with a very fine organization. We are kind inside. I tell Asma, this is well organized. You understand, and you get very quality representative participation. They all come for celebrate. Then young ladies they are, we don't commit themselves, we they do very well. We encourage them to do more. I also want to thank the team managers there. Because the resident minister will sit down again your team. They all don't spend money on football. That Obama Queen's Day. They tell me about the kind of discipline where they happen. They tell me say all them picking and they way they on that team day. Most of them they go school. Then they look after them. They are so this is a very, very fine moment. So one tell you thank you. We there today for hand over the trophy. And be rest assured, I will make sure say where His Excellency come back. We will get time. The female board, Premier League board, will take this team to His Excellency. Because this team, for them to shake their hand. Because the team come out also that the district to His Excellency born. You understand? It make all the more interesting. You understand? For them to receive them, they tell in your younger sisters them. Thank you. for where they don't put in district, na really na the limelight. So I want to tell you thank you, and Mr. Minister, I also want to tell you thank you, because under you we don't see a lot of improvement. We get cricket, now we get trophy and cricket, we get trophy and so many things, including karate. We don't try. I want to encourage the woman in back. Let them not only limit to female football, let them take up responsibility in the Premier League, the male Premier League. Because the organizational capability will not show so, we are going to extend the back to the male Premier League. Now begin see team manager and the male Premier League with a woman there. You understand? That is very, very important. So I want to tell you thank you. I want to tell everybody thank you. This is a wonderful night, and I believe this is a night we will remember for a long time to come. Assalamu alaikum.